Hey, it's Monday. Welcome back, travelers. Where have you been? I sit here all weekend in this studio, just waiting. Okay, maybe that's not true. I do other things during the weekend. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk about some of the things I did this weekend, especially yesterday. Was trying to be nice and sweet and may have caused tears. We'll talk about it. And it is a big day in my household today. We'll speak on that as well. Plus, of course, we've got news or nonsense, crazy news story of the day, all that, and much, much more. And of course, your favorite music. Why would you want to change the channel? We've got it all right here, right now. Today is Monday. It is March the 23rd, the year of our Lord 2026, and it is indeed a day worth celebrating. It is my son's 16th birthday today, and we will be celebrating not only today, pretty much all week. So happy birthday, Tucker. What else do we have? It's Cuddly Kitten Day. All right. National Chai Day. It's National Chip and Dip Day. How can you say no to that? National Melba Toast Day. It's National Puppy Day. So it's Kitten Day and Puppy Day. One can't outdo the other. The National Tamale Day. Let me see. It does not specify. It has to be a hot tamale. It's Near Miss Day. I hope every asteroid misses us today. It's Okay Day. Okay. World Meteorological Day. All right then. Good luck celebrating that. On this day in history, in 1933, German Reichstag hastily passes the Enabling Act, and President Paul von Hindenburg signs it the same day, granting Adolf Hitler dictatorial powers. That might have been a mistake. 1945, Battle of Okinawa. The U.S. Navy ships bombed the Japanese island of Okinawa in preparation for the Allied invasion. The largest battle in the Pacific War in the Pacific War in World War II. I think they mean in the Pacific Ocean in World War II, but what do I know? Today in film and TV, the first radio broadcast of Truth or Consequences happens on CBS Radio in 1940. Today in music in 1743, George Frederick Handel's oratorio Messiah premieres at the Royal Opera House, Covent Garden in London. That is a mouthful. And today in sports in 1980, nope, it's cricket. And if you know nothing else about the Trav Show, know this: we do not discuss cricket on this show. But there you have it. There are other reasons why today is indeed a day worth celebrating. It's time for today's official dad joke. If you're not a dad, do not try this at home. We are professionals. You got to think about this one. Why did the goat run off the cliff? It didn't see the U-turn. Time to check in with our bozos. Bozo criminal for today comes from Troy, Michigan, where the cops were called to report of a vehicle that hit a telephone pole. When the police arrived, they found blue car parts scattered around, but no sign of the vehicle. Continuing their search, they found a car with extensive front-end damage parked in a ditch, with an empty beer can in the console and footprints leading to a nearby house. The plot thickens. After discovering the wrecked car was registered to the address of the residence, the cops decided to knock on the door. Our bozo answered with bloodshot eyes and smelling of alcohol. Nope, he said, haven't been out, been home all night. And is there anyone else at home? Nope. Can you explain the footprints leading from the car to your house? Well, let me get back to you on that. He was busted, charged with operating while intoxicated, his third offense, driving while license suspended, and leaving the scene of an accident. What an idiot. Hello, listeners. Trav here to help you spice up your life. Are you tired of bland? Are you craving bold flavors? Well, Big Fork Brands has you covered. From nitrate-free hardwood smoked bacon sausage in 5 gourmet flavors to high-protein, paleo-friendly pork jerky and portable craft pork sticks like the Thai green curry. Top it all off with Chicago-style sauces, zesty, all-in-one condiments that turn any meal into a flavor-packed feast. Made from 100% heritage hogs raised outdoors and crafted in small batches for authentic taste. Big Fork Brands has been featured in Food and Wine, the Chicago Tribune, and QVC. Taste what customers are calling life-changing. Big Fork Brands, where Midwest roots meet chef-crafted excellence. Use promo code TRAVSHOW at checkout to save 20% off your entire order. That's BigForkBrands.com. Time to take a look at national sports here on the Trav Show. We begin with March Madness. Iowa knocks off number 1 Florida 73-72. Florida was a 1 seed. Another 1 seed in action, Arizona. They handle business against Utah State, 78-66 victory. Iowa State over Kentucky, 82-63. Yeah, Kentucky. Whew. And St. John's over Kansas in a buzzer beater layup, 67-65 to advance. NASCAR, Tyler Reddick wins his 4th race in 6 races of the season. Brad Keselowski finishes 2nd, and Ryan Blaney, your top 3. To the NBA we go. Nuggets over the Trailblazers, 128-112. Nets fall to the Kings, 126-122. Knicks defeat the Wizards, 145-113. Whew, that was a thumping. Timberwolves over the Celtics, 102-92. And the Suns defend their home court, 120-98 over the Raptors. To the NHL we go. Jets over the Rangers, 3-2. Capitals fall to the Avalanche, 3-2. Hurricanes, big win over the Penguins, 5-1. Blue Jackets fall at 1-0 to the Islanders. Golden Knights over the Stars, 3-2. And the Predators take down the Blackhawks in Chicago, 3-2. Go Preds. Taking a look at today's schedule in the NHL, Rangers host the Senators. NBA will see the Hawks hosting the Grizzlies, and the Rockets travel to Chicago to take on the Bulls. Good luck to your team, unless they are playing my team. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to talk. Fellas, be careful what you say and when. I know that's not groundbreaking advice, but yesterday, my wife and I, we just went riding around, spending time together, just enjoying the day together. Just wherever the road took us, right? We had a couple little errands to run during that time, but for the most part, we were just riding around, just looking at things. The joys of getting older, that's your fun. But anyway, at one point I cut through the campus where my kids attend high school, and I told my wife, I was like, just think in a couple of years, we're done with this place. And she said, I know. And she had sunglasses on, but I could tell, we're tearing up. My daughter is getting ready to graduate, and my son turned 16 today. Happy birthday to you, buddy. So, we are closing in on the end of the school chapter of their lives. And I told her, I was like, yep, it's hard to believe that we're almost done here. And you think about the people that you've gotten to know, the parents of the other kids that have become friends, and it's just a huge chunk of life. And obviously for the kids, it's been their entire life, right? But so fellas, you never know. You never know when you're going to say something that kind of triggers an emotional response. Now, I'm not saying, you never talk. I'm not going to say anything to her. She might start leaking. No, it's not like that, but just be aware that you may have to deal with a little emotion. And I get it. But, I learned yesterday, maybe next time a trip through campus, don't speak.
When I wake up in the morning
Time now for Study Hall, where I take a moment out of the day to educate you on the things of this world so you too can be a cultured son of a gun just like me. Recent survey finds that 95% of Americans share their passwords with family and friends. I'm pretty sure they're talking about streaming services. I doubt people have, they're just sharing their email passwords and stuff or phone passwords. I mean, I have a password on my phone, but it's more for strangers. My wife, like whoever I'm texting or whatever, most of the time she's sitting next to me and I'm reading the conversation to her. So I don't know why I would need to give her a password. I'm literally narrating my conversation. But you got to think, these are the same people who would never think of sharing their fries, but they share their streaming password. That's why the prices are going up. There you go. Lesson learned. Class dismissed. News or nonsense? A woman says she is lucky to be alive after her unplugged electric toothbrush exploded and burst into flames. Well, good morning to you. Imagine starting your day like that. Charlotte Bowers, age 33, had no issues with the Oral-B brush for 8 months before it spontaneously combusted while she was asleep on February. It just says on February 2026. She slept the whole month. No wonder it blew up. The explosion caused the toothbrush to set fire, but thankfully, the steel frame of the bathroom mirror prevented the flames from spreading far. Well, that's a plus. Charlotte from Manchester said that if it wasn't for the mirror, she and her partner could have ended up dead. She said she will now never use an electric toothbrush again, as it's, quote, not worth the risk. And she said Oral-B have only offered her $46 or a new toothbrush, despite $267 cost to fix the damage. Charlotte, who works for the network Rail and first told her story to Talk to the Press, said, it scared the living daylights out of me. Yeah, there's a picture here. I mean, she has it in like on a metal shelf against the mirror that the story talks about. That's all that saved the place. I can't believe something like that would happen. I've never heard of this happening before. Yeah. She said there was no warning. There's no way it could have been anything I did, as I always kept it dry and hadn't left it on charge. I'm trying to see if Oral-B have weighed in. This story just keeps going. But yeah, they offered her $46 for a new toothbrush. Here we go. A spokesperson for Oral-B said, we understand how upsetting this experience must have been and take any safety reports very seriously. Though the cause of the fire remains unknown, it's important to know that an unplugged cordless toothbrush does not contain enough energy to cause a fire. So it sounds like Oral-B is disputing the story, doesn't it? She says it wasn't plugged up, and they're saying, look, there's no way this thing had enough charge to start a fire. I mean, all it takes is a spark, right? We will stay updated. It's birthday time, of course. I gotta say happy birthday to my son Tucker, the big 16 today. That's the only birthday from Travland, so let's check out Hollywood, shall we? Happy birthday to Pop-Up Ads. Appreciate that. Director Mark Rydell is 97. Shaka Khan is 73 today. Drummer Kevin Griffin of Yankee Grey is 61. Singer-keyboardist Damon Albarn of Blur of the Gorillaz is 58. Who among us doesn't have that record? Actor Michelle Monaghan is 50. Kerry Russell is also 50 today. Singer Paul Martin of Marshall Dillon Band. How old's he? Let me get rid of another pop-up. He's 48. Country singer Brett Young turns 45. And Ben Rappaport from The Good Wife turns 40. Happy birthday to them, and happy birthday to you!
With today's Not News, I'm Not Trav. Local man Matthew Coggins lit up a cigar yesterday afternoon in a bid to feel terribly nauseous while simultaneously causing his wife to find him utterly repulsive. With his stomach feeling perfectly normal as he enjoyed a nice day with his wife, Coggins decided to put a stop to it all by lighting up a full-bodied cigar. "This should do the trick," said Coggins as he watched his wife's face melt into disgust. "My wife will want nothing to do with me, and I'll be feeling awful in no time. I went with a really dark Camacho just to be sure I feel wretchedly ill." As Coggins puffed away, his plan appeared to be working to perfection. "Oh yeah, the nausea is already setting in," said Coggins, smiling. "My wife finds me totally unattractive and has banished me outside for the rest of the day." At press time, Coggins had ordered Taco Bell via DoorDash to really seal the deal. With today's Not News, I'm Not Trav.
Hey everybody, it's your buddy Trav. Do you want better coffee without the jitters? Well, try Strong Coffee Company. Their black instant coffee and lattes pack 15 grams of protein, MCTs for steady energy, and adaptogens for focus and calm. No crash, just clean energy and great taste. Grab the biggest exclusive discount with my promo code TRAVSHOW, all one word, and save 15% off of your entire order today. That's strongcoffeecompany.com. News or nonsense? LA officials have conducted what could be the largest animal rescue operation in American history. That's saying something right there. From the story, this happened over the weekend. Los Angeles authorities are carrying out potentially the largest animal rescue operation in United States history. LA officials are reportedly removing an estimated, y'all, you're not ready for this, 700 dogs and cats from a property in Antelope Valley. What? 700? This from the New York Post. The LA County Department of Animal Care and Control said that roughly 400 dogs and 300 cats were saved. The animals were taken after a search warrant was issued for violation of animal welfare laws. The felines and canines were in the custody of Christine Deondra of Rockin' Paws Animal Rescue, and it's unclear what condition they were in. At least some required medical care. Officials say the animals are being assessed on site by medical staff and will be transported to DACC animal care centers for treatments. Those needing emergency care will be sent immediately to veterinarian hospitals. Now, it is unclear whether or not Christine Deonda will be charged, though DACC says an investigation is underway. How could she not be? I mean, if you find obvious signs of neglect, I'm just saying. Back to the story here. The DACC said it was the largest number of dogs and cats they had ever seized and believed it was the largest of its kind in the country. They're hoping for outside animal groups to help them take on such a large group of animals. So hopefully the best of the Southwest can come together and give these animals a better life. Now, look, bravo if you are running a legit rescue facility. And I think what happens a lot of times, these facilities, they just can't say no to accepting more animals and then find themselves in a bad situation. However, some people just take advantage of things, but maybe that's why we're not sure there's going to be charges yet. Maybe she just got in over her head, and my goodness, 700 animals. It's time to grab your shopping cart and peruse the virtual aisles of the online flea market known as Facebook Marketplace, where we look for the never needed but always wanted unique items. Today's item comes to us from Kara Clarkson. We're back in Georgia today, Toccoa, Georgia. I've been there many times. Actually worked there for a little while. Way back many years ago. Anyway, Kara joined Facebook in 2022 no votes, no ratings on Marketplace, but this could be her first item. She lists it as new condition. You know, too many times during Facebook Find, we find something, we're a little selfish. We find something that we like, right? Just for you. Not for anyone else, but just for you. Ladies and gentlemen, this item, everyone in your household, your street, and possibly the whole neighborhood can enjoy if you do it right. What Kara has for us is a Gibson Premium Bagpipe Starter Kit. Yep, you too can learn how to play the bagpipes. It also comes with a video, an instructional video, you know, because you don't want to sound stupid while you're learning to play the bagpipes. Don't get me wrong, I love the bagpipes. You can ask my wife. However, I can only imagine. You think someone trying to learn the violin is painful? I can only imagine someone learning the bagpipes, the noises that come from that area. You know what you should do? Get this for your coworker's kid, that coworker you don't really like. Oh man, you can get back at them, get even with them. All for $50. Totally worth it. News or nonsense. This story is just a sign of when it's your time. After a couple enjoyed a Valentine's Day meal of Mexican food, a man began to suffer chest pain, and his partner jokingly asked him if he was dying. He later received a shocking diagnosis. He was suffering from a widowmaker heart attack. You know, a passing joke. Sometimes it comes back to haunt you. Yeah. Oh, my chest is killing me. Oh, you're dying. It was too spicy. You got a little indigestion. Stephanie James and Mario Cicerello went out to dinner to mark the love-centered occasion on February 14th. The following day, Mario, age 34, did an outdoor workout and began to experience chest pains, according to Kennedy News and Media. Thinking the pain was caused by the meal he had with his partner the night before, Mario returned home and told Stephanie he needed to nap because it felt like his heart was shutting down. When James sarcastically replied, "You've been looking rough. Are you dying?" Mario responded, "I think I might be." And the couple went on high alert. 2 hours later, his chest pains returned and became unbearable at that point. So he and Stephanie went to the hospital. There, he was told he was suffering from the specific heart attack, the widowmaker. You know, the one that kills most people. Widowmaker heart attack takes place when there's an extremely high amount of blockage of the left anterior descending artery. We all knew that. Anyway, his life was saved by medics who inserted 2 stents in his heart to relieve a 95% blockage. He was stabilized that same day. So, I mean, you look at this guy, he looks healthy, he's been working out, and then it was just his time for a heart attack. Thankfully, it wasn't his time to go, but it was his time for something to happen. This just goes to show, man, you never really know what's going on under the skin. You could do all that you can, and something can still happen. But yeah, I mean, we've all thrown that joke around. Look, I've got indigestion. Oh, are you dying? I wonder what her face looked like when she said, "What, are you dying?" And he said, "I think I might be." You think she giggled and was like, "Wait, are you serious?" Thankfully, everything seems to have worked out here. I bet he doesn't eat Mexican food again. Time to tell you what I am looking forward to for a while now. My wife and I have been looking forward to the next season of the show Reacher. I think it's on Prime Video. Yeah, I'm sure it is. And, you know, the problem with binge watching stuff is you have to wait so long, right? And I think that's why a lot of series now, they'll release like one a week. It's basically like what we grew up with network TV and cable. But we forget about shows, and then we're like, hey, I wonder if there's a new season, and then we'll go find, yes, there is a new season, and then we binge watch it, and, in like a week, we're all caught up, and we're having to wait. Well, we've been waiting on Reacher, and then this morning, I woke up extremely early, which I'm really happy about, but anyway, I was scrolling through the news and see that the star of Reacher, there's video of him just throwing punches on what the story says is his neighbor. There's a motorcycle laying there. I guess Reacher's son is there on a motorcycle. And so me, being selfish, immediately thought, oh man, does this mean that Reacher is no more? Are they going to fire him? What's going to happen here? I'm looking forward to Reacher, hopefully. Cross your fingers. Trav here to tell you about Distill Union. Distill Union crafts sleek problem-solving essentials like Wally wallets and Ferris key organizers designed with a less is more philosophy. Their durable, intuitive products simplify everyday routines with style. Enjoy an exclusive discount with my promo code TRAVSHOW, all one word. Yep, you can save 20% off of any and all products when you visit DistillUnion.com. Use promo code TRAVSHOW at checkout.
Crazy.
It's time for the crazy news story of the day. A groom's playful slap on his big day led to a troubling medical discovery. Richard Plowman and his wife Victoria got married in Croydon, London on July 12th, 2025. During the couple's wedding reception, Richard, age 44, was slapped on his right arm by a co-worker. However, the joke slap left the man with a tingling sensation. Man, how hard did you hit him? We were having the reception and I was talking to some friends, he explained. According to Kennedy News and Media, I got a playful slap on the arm, which set my arm off into a muscle spasm. My arm started twitching and I thought, that hurt. And it kept going, but then it stopped, he added, because the tingling stopped. Richard didn't think there was cause for concern. He said it was a really hot day and we were wondering if it was because I was dehydrated. It didn't last too long. A few weeks passed when Richard encountered another muscle spasm at work. He decided to go to the doctor and his blood test came back clear, yet his spasms didn't stop. He was eventually referred to a physiotherapist as his symptoms started to include headaches and vomiting, which he described as absolutely debilitating. Yeah, that happens. A CT scan revealed that Richard had a brain tumor and is now waiting to have surgery. He says, I went private to get looked at because I couldn't wait any longer. The headaches were debilitating. I wasn't eating or drinking properly. Anytime I did manage to eat something, it came back up. It's a bit of a shock, obviously, because you don't expect these things, he added. They're going to open up my head and take out as much as they can of the tumor that they found and test it to see if it's malignant or not. We're hoping and praying for the best for you, Richard, but all of this, it's crazy. I don't know if it's coincidence or if the guy's slap was just perfect and triggered this. Obviously, I'm not saying it triggered a brain tumor, but triggered these symptoms that led to the discovery of a brain tumor. Hopefully, that little playful slap ends up saving Richard's life. News or nonsense, folks, ladies and gentlemen, friends, foes, anyone in between. You got to stop risking your life for social media content. A man has been arrested after he was caught climbing into an enclosure of Mudang, the adorable pygmy hippo, who became a social media sensation, zoo officials said. What zoo? New York Zoo, maybe? Oh no, a Thai zoo. The Thai man allegedly entered the enclosure on Tuesday evening while a keeper was away and no other visitors were around. The Khao Kyo Open Zoo's director, Norwang Norongwit Chodakoi, yep, Steve Smith, told the Associated Press. Security footage widely shared online shows a man wearing a black beanie, sunglasses, a green tank top, and brown shorts approaching Mudang and her mother, Jonah, while holding a tablet, apparently recording or taking photos. Of course he was. Of course he was, because I have to put stuff on social media. He's wearing a black beanie? Looks like just a bad hairdo to me. Anyway, the man remained inside the enclosure for a minute or two before staff noticed him. Steve Smith said that, adding that he did not attempt to flee while the zoo called for police. Now, Muding soared to stardom after she was born in 2024, largely thanks to a keeper who shared adorable pictures and videos of the baby hippo on social media. Since then, she has drawn large crowds from Thailand, Trav, and abroad. You know, it is a cute little critter. Don't think I'm going to be securing plane tickets to Thailand to go see a pygmy hippo. But if you're on your way, oh, here's another picture. I guess that is a black beanie. Police did not identify the suspect. The man has now been released on bail. He said Mudang and Jonah were safe. Smith said that Mudang and Jonah were safe as the man did not try to touch them. Again, he's got his tablet in there. Oh, no one's around. I'm going to get some awesome. I'm going to go viral. These videos and photos will go viral. Okay, and then what? Let's say they do go viral and you make a little money from it. What are you going to do next? Climb into the tiger cage? Probably. It's good news time here on the Trav Show. Caden Beasley's life began without lower leg bones in a Chinese orphanage, but his journey carried him off to a loving family in a tiny North Carolina town and eventually to the 2026 Paralympics in Italy. Along the way, he's broken every barrier and overpowered the obstacles in front of him to help bring a gold medal in sled hockey to the United States, with another win over Canada. So I actually heard this story last week, and I thought, I got to get this on the show. When he was born without legs in China, his family just didn't want it. So that's why he was in the Chinese orphanage. Caden was born with a congenital double amputee above the knee, but at age 3 was adopted by Anthony and Amy Beasley on Christmas Day and brought up in a loving home 30 miles from Raleigh with another son adopted from China 3 years earlier. It's all I've ever known, Caden said of his loving North Carolina family. He said, my adoption is a part of the journey, but not all of it. When he was 13, someone at his doctor's office told him about the Carolina Hurricane Sled Hockey Club, an adaptive version of ice hockey featuring sled-like mechanisms that allow people with disabilities to partake in the sport. His first experience with it proved to be a resounding success, or rounding. He's a natural and he's never looked back, said Brian Jacoby, founder and co-director of the Carolina Hurricane Sled Hockey Team. Man, such a great story to go from being unwanted to then being taken in and loved and supported, and all the way to a gold medal at the Paralympic Games. It just goes to show what a little dose of love and humanity and compassion can do for someone. The way it changed his life, man, that is definitely good news. Well, that's going to do it, travelers, for a Monday edition of the Trav Show. I hope you had some kind of fun, and I hope you'll join me back here tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. We'll do it all again. Have a great rest of your day. I will talk to you tomorrow.